What's included in the course? Well, starts off with the role of the advisor, what makes a good advisor, what makes a poor advisor. We talk about the general, how you set up your practice. Then we go on to your business model. Now this comes from over 20 years of experience. We explore different business models of face-to-face hourly rates versus value-based charging, of group online coaching, face-to-face, over the telephone. So the business model, and we actually provide some sample marketing in the business model. The next module we have is a client discovery. And that really is a skill that all advisors need to have. And that's really going into a business owner and asking, what's holding you back? What can we do? How can I help? And the next level from that is moving from there into the engagement process. So we talk about that. How do we convert a client? How do we convert a prospect to a client? And then we move into engagement steps. So what are we going to do to engage? And we've got a number of different elements we go through, but one of them is that every advisor should understand strategic metrics and have a good strategic understanding, be able to have a look at the big picture of where the client is. So not be able to just address the small issue that the client may have, it's understanding the big picture and where that small issue fits in. And then we move into probably one of the most fundamental building blocks to a successful practice is building that accountability program for the client. And how do we set up that accountability? What does it look like? And then the next step is the sales and marketing. One of the biggest things that's lacking in this industry is the knowledge of how to build a successful practice. What marketing to use, what scripts to use, what brochures to use. We're going to provide you with samples of all of that in the course and some really clever tips that we've learned over the last 20 years. And the newest module is the crisis management, personal resilience and business resilience. And what happens is when a business owner suddenly faces some sort of a catastrophe or a disaster, whether it's industry-wide or the business, there's two things we have to work on. One is, can we save the business? How do we pivot? How do we retool the business? And the second side is that personal resilience of, it's all right for us to talk to the business owner and say, you should do this, should do that, but if the business owner is not coping with stress, then the decision making is poor both from the business owner as well as the employees. So that module really takes into account all the elements of personal resilience, from coping with stress to positive thinking, cognitive behavior and all the rest. So it's a fantastic course. It's the most comprehensive course in the world. It's the most detailed course in the world in this area, and it's the most practical course that's ever been put together.